Are you ready for the Karn party, chat? Let's do it. If you 3-0 in a cube, you get extra play points. If you 2-1, you get your entry fee back as play points. So the prizes for cube are really exceedingly bad, especially compared to leagues. So for context, if you win 60% of your matches in a league, you gain a treasure chest. If you win 66% of your matches in a cube draft, you just get your money back. So that's not a good ratio, basically. I mean, this is what we're here for, right? We're gonna cast Karn on turn 3. Load it. But sorry, turn 4. Turn 4 Tron. Turn 4 Karn. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, chat. Uh-oh, that's not the Tron piece. Nivik. First person to say a deck in the queue gets these demo points towards it. Zesty Brosif with the $10 donation. Thank you very much. Stompy Boys, sounds good. Yeah, Tron pieces. Els is probably a bad matchup for us. One of the cards that we had to cut out of traditional Tron in order to put all of our friends in here was Oblivion Stone. I can only assume this is about to be a bad scene for us, chat. Hallowed Fountain. We really want to play against Hallowed Fountain in today's league. We do have 2 copies of Ugin. We have one in the main and we have a second in the sideboard, right? Oh no, the second Ugin didn't make it into the sideboard. Chat, I've made a terrible mistake. I've made a terrible mistake, chat. There's only one Ugin. Send help. Send help. Oh gosh, they have a collected company too. We can, however, cast Teferi this turn. We can, however, cast Teferi. Power plant tower. There's mine. Play my mine. We're gonna cast Teferi here. I think we're gonna draw a card. Or do I tuck him? I guess if I tuck him, they get to get him back with collected company. So that's pretty bad. We're going to untap Horizon Canopy here so we can cantrip it. And then hopefully we get another turn and then we get a bunch of looks towards an Ugin next turn. That's an Azuri, so I assume we're dead. Are we dead on board? I don't think we're dead on board. Actually, I'm better off not cracking this, right? Because if I don't crack this, I can play Oath of Nissa, which gives us more looks. Oh, we are dead, right? Yeah, we're dead. I'm a liar. We're in trouble, chat. We're in trouble. We're in trouble. Alright, we got some spot removal. We got some Thragtusk. Alright, let's do it. What's the purpose of Emrakul? It's to get with Nahiri's ultimate. Is Canonist good? I guess it's a grizzly bear. I guess I'd buy that for $1. We're going to play impromptu raid after this league, assuming we have enough time. Yeah, I think Canonist is probably too slow on the draw. On the play, it's probably okay. Hopefully we find a Hallowed Fountain deck before the league is over and make them regret all of their Teferi life decisions. I want you to win, but I want to see impromptu. Yeah, I mean, this is probably a keep. 3 lands, can't cast Warping Wail, God bless. No, this is a very serious competitive deck that I am certain is better than normal Tron. This hand is awful. You take that back. You take that back right now. It's got Ethersworn Canonist on too. This is the ideal Tron curve, chat. Turn 1 Oath of Nissa, turn 2 Ethersworn Canonist. To see the monitor was unplugged. I wanted to keep all the walkers base white so they were easier to cast. Allosaurus with the $5 donation. Put some democracy points to Mardu Pyromancer. Love the stream. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it. Happy to tack those onto Pyromancer. Can't cast Warping Wail. You shut your mouth. I just got Urza's Tower. This is what peak Tron performance looks like. Marty just donated to bump it. Let me bump it up. Alright, the impromptu raid list is in the queue now. Or it's at the top of the queue, I should say. So we do get to Warping Wail this next turn, which means we could potentially not die, so that's exciting. How long till impromptu raid? After this league. Man, how could... If I would have told you... What a fucking wild channel. If I would have told you we were going to play Tron Super Friends and then followed it up with it wasn't going to be the biggest meme of the morning, just like... Would you have believed me if I told you that this wouldn't have been the biggest meme of the morning? Because I'd have thought for sure we couldn't top Tron Super Friends. God bless the meme community. God bless Marty. Marty spearheading the meme community this morning. Ooh, we drew a Spatial Contortion too? That's exciting. So I'm gonna let this happen first. Let them get their thing, because I want them to put their thing into play here. And then I'm gonna go ahead and Warping Wail this Storko. Get that Bizwitch out of here. Send him to the exile. Gathering the memes. Can we load all the memes onto the truck, please? Oh no! Oh no! They found our weakness, chat. They're coming for your Oath of Nissas. Hide your kids. Hide your wife. They're coming for your Oath of Nissas. It's so sad. It's so sad. Oath of Nissa was so... I'm really glad we have this Mana Confluence. Really glad we have this Mana Confluence. Sorry, Karn. Stop. Stop interacting. Stop it. Alright, so we get to spatial this nerd. I'm gonna start by cycling this probably. Cycle green into green. My sequencing here is gonna be a little loosey-goosey. Look at this value. Just like, get to bin this Tron piece I already have a copy of, draw another one. I heard about the Karn party. It's Karn party and everybody's invited. You're all invited. Yeah, I cut the prismatic omens. They seemed really rancid. What did I replace them with? I replaced them with Terrarion. Terrarion seems much better. It's a card that cantrips. It's my party, and I'll Karn if I want to. How do we actually beat this board? We need to like draw exactly like Ulamog? Or we need to draw like exactly Ugin? Sometimes I really wish my phone just didn't have phone features, because all I get are spam phone calls. It's really obnoxious. Alright, well, that's a card. Not with that attitude, we can't. Not with that attitude, we can't. Oh, no! Oh, no! I actually added hits to Oath of Nissa. The original deck list Pestilence had submitted had like 30 hits or 32 hits or something like that. I think we're up to 40 in this build. We just needed a mine, chat. We just needed an Urza's mine. So Holly's neat in their deck. Gives them something to dump mana into. It's another infinite mana payoff. No, I mean, I need mobile data. I need mobile data, chat. Oh shit, they can pump this turn. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, come on, Tron piece. Daddy needs a Tron piece. Not that Tron piece. Not that one. Damn it, Bobby. No, I wanted to kill the one with more power so if they attacked my Nahiri, she was going to live at more counters. Ugh. Or super dead, right? I guess we could have hit exactly Tron piece Ugin. Alright, take two. Take two. I'm gonna try it again. Alright, waiting for the next match to pop. I'd just like to thank everybody for hanging out here today. Welcome. We're playing some Modern. Currently playing some Tron Super Friends. We're gonna play some impromptu raid combo in the league after this one. My name's Jeff Hoagland. I stream Magic full time here on Twitch. I'm here 30 plus hours a week. We play a ton of Modern. We play some Legacy. We play some Vintage. If you're enjoying my stuff, please consider subscribing to my channel. My subscribers are the people that keep me employed full time. You can also support my stuff by supporting some of my wonderful sponsors. MTGOtraders.com. I love to buy and sell some Magic Online cards with you. And if you use code Hoagland PayPal at checkout with them, you'll save 8% on your singles orders there. CoolStuffInc.com buys and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles. Using promo code Jeff5, you can save 5% on Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards with them. $5 donation from Stumped. Here's $5 for ignoring my question about the Landfall aggro deck you played yesterday. I mean, I always see the donation messages, so you probably should have put your question on there. There's a difference between ignoring your question and missing your question, but, you know, thanks for the $5, I guess. InkedGaming.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience using code Jeff12. You can save 12% on custom playmats, mouse pads, binders, and bags there. And of course, I'd like to welcome everyone to Hoaglandia. Please talk to your friendly neighborhood moderator about receiving your complimentary timeout. What's going on, J9? Welcome to a live one. Glad you enjoy the YouTube stuff. Nico Bolas seemed too hard to cast. I tried to keep the Planeswalkers castable. Had a couple other questions in there. Someone asked, have you stopped doing Hearthstone? Yeah, I've stopped streaming Hearthstone. It's basically, the way Twitch works, it's basically impossible for a new streamer to break into an established game, even if they already have an audience from another game. So it's just like, it's a waste of my time in terms of content, so I'm just playing it off stream on my tablet. I feel like if I'm sitting down at my computer, I should just take the time to play Magic. The Magic donation queue is huge, and the Magic community has been very good to me. We aren't here to cast our spells. Look, I try to be pseudo-reasonable, chat. Opt! Basic Island Opt! Please not storm, please not storm, please not storm, please not storm. Please be some kind of mopey blue control deck. Please be some kind of... Damn it, they're storm, chat. Why can't they ever be a mopey blue control deck? Why can't they ever be a mopey blue control deck? I did jam 3 Aethersworn Canonist in our sideboard, though. So maybe there's a chance. I'm just saying there's a chance. If we start 0-3, I'm probably going to play a 4th match trying to find a Hallowed Fountain deck. The more matches you lose, the more likely you are to play against Hallowed Fountain. It's a good system. Not a single natural Tron is deceived Tron. Rob Easel. Some bits for my favorite streamer. You're a good guy with good values. I'm here for the memes and entertainment. Thank you for the support, Rob. I appreciate it. Welcome. The Magic Online leagues attempt to pair you based on your record, but they don't try very hard. It's like the kid that turns in his homework that's got some of the answers correct, but you can't read any of it. Like, he, like, kinda tried, but, like, not good enough to give him credit for it. Turn 4 Nahiri. I don't know how they could possibly win the game. It's so unfair. It's so unfair. Dealer's choice. I'm here for the memes. Thank you. Thank you. Gifts ungiven. Storm seems like a good matchup. I do have a couple of cards we get to board in. We get to board in like Canonist, Spatial Warping Wail. I assume I'm not getting another turn here. The Grixis Goryo's deck is very good. God, I'd have to get a better Goblin Mask. The $5 Goblin Mask just would not cut it for an entire tournament. It's like impossible to see out of. Take all of our sad, big, sweet planeswalkers and trim them. It's so sad. It's so sad trimming the big, sweet planeswalkers, but this is modern, so let's try not to die. A Declan Burn League. I don't know if I could get Declan to sit at the computer for an entire league. I might be able to get him to sit for a match. That could be fun. Want to cry into someone's stinky armpit. Listen, chat. Everybody's making fun of Karn and his house party right now, but you just wait till we find a hallowed fountain. We're gonna find a hallowed fountain and then we'll see who's laughing, okay? I'll be laughing, that too, because they're playing hallowed fountain. Can you please explain why Cloud Post is banned but Tron is legal? Tron is actually far. We actually we played Tron in Legacy for a little while on this channel, which led to a bunch of people asking why would you play Tron in Legacy instead of Cloud Post, and the crude math states that it's actually far more likely to play Karn on turn 3 with Tron lands than it is with Cloud Post lands. So like the Cloud Post lands are much better at casting things like Ulamogs and Emrakuls, like 15 mana Emrakul, because they make huge amounts of mana. Whereas the Tron lands, especially because they come into play untapped and you can use them to do things like cast Sylvan Scryings and Ancient Stirrings in the first 2 turns of the game, they're far more likely to have everything you need on the third turn of the game. They're not so like basically like talking about like the Tron lands being Cloud Post being better against Wasteland compared to the Tron lands, they're both big stinky piles of poop against Wasteland, right? Like saying Cloud Post is better than Tron against Wasteland is like saying, well, Tron against Wasteland, Cloud Post is like a firm pile of poop, and Tron's like runny diarrhea. Like, they're both terrible. You don't want to deal with either. You wouldn't want either to show up on your dinner plate. But like, sure, one of them is technically less bad against that. Sure, I agree with you. I agree with you that they are both terrible. European people running Helix in the Pyromancer deck. I don't have enough experience with that deck to know if that's good or not. My gut says I would be surprised if running Helix is correct before you max out on collective brutalities. And I don't know how bad that deck's burn matchup is if you really need that extra in there. I feel like I would play the third and fourth copies of Brutality and Mardu Pyromancer before the first copy of Lightning Helix basically every time. Things are going exactly as we drew them up here, chat. They're going to end step Echoing Truth both these Aethersworn Canonists, then they're going to untap and kill us. Baby. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. So to grab a power plant here. We've assembled Aethersworn Canonist Tron. I've heard a lot of people say that humans matchup isn't that bad against Tron, which I would believe. Like, that deck's just, like, generally really good. I don't think, however, that, what's it called, is very good. Finally have Tron to Oath of Nissa, right? Just not coming together. Yeah, it's aggressive and disruptive. I don't think the Eldrazian text is a very good deck in general. So we're definitely not giving them Echoing Truth. And I'm not giving them Repeal here either, so they can have Unsubstantiate and Remand. Which are going to be annoying with our Canonist, but not the end of the world. I love getting to time people out on both sides of these arguments. Again, like, if you want, don't just state opinions here, chat. This isn't like most of the internet. If you wanna talk about why something is good or bad, explain why. Don't just like throw your dick on the table and be like, I've never lost that matchup. Da 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 da. I'm so fucking smart and thin. I've never lost to that deck. Derp 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 derp. And it's just like, no. Say like, I think humans has a strong matchup against Tron because you have consistently aggressive draws and you have disruptive creatures and you can see their hands, so you can have meddling mage. Like, that's the kind of articulation that I would like to see if you want to have a discussion. I'm not just interested in people like stroking their own egos by telling us their tournament results. We're getting close to casting Emrakul. Boop, Goryo, Pox. Won't be able to watch today because stuff is broken at work. Well, I hope your work stuff gets fixed. And this is why Canonist is kind of sweet in this deck, because the except for artifact spells is actually sweet here, because we actually get to play 2 spells underneath this, which is great. Having played a good amount of Tron and having played a small amount of humans, looking at the matchup on paper, I would estimate that when Tron is on the play and has turn 3 Tron, it's probably a pretty strong favorite. I would be willing to wager that the games where Tron doesn't have turn 3 Tron, and possibly even some of the ones where it's on the draw with turn 3 Tron, it's not quite good enough most of the time. But again, that would be what my estimation is because of the disruptive aggressive elements of humans. I don't have enough experience to know if it plays out that way, but that's what I would estimate based on looking at the matchup. Yeah, but so O-Stone being a turn 4 sweeper effect is like really slow. I believe that All Is Dust is great, but like O-Stone is like very, very slow. Like, turn 4 Sweeper against the humans deck is generally not going to cut it. Man, are we dead? I'm probably going to make them click through this because without a mana creature, we're likely to not be deterministically dead for a little bit here. Are they just emptying the Warrens? This is post-board. They could empty. We're going to go Rit Grape Shot here. They have a Remand in their hand. Do they have Manamorphose? They would have Manamorphose before they did that, right? Like, this could be empty. This could be, like, empty for a bunch. I have 6, 12, 13. So any Tron piece lets us cast Emrakul. Does anything beat Tron when Tron's on the play and have turn 3 Tron? Yeah, you kill them on turn 2. Are they just clearing our board? I think they're just killing our board. Yeah, wow, that's great for us. They have Remand and one other card left in their hand. Yeah, sweet. The Canonists are actually a sweet addition to this deck. So, because we don't play Ancient Stirrings, we can't find things like Relic of Progenitus and Grafdigger's Cage, like traditional hate that Tron tends to play against Storm. But because we play Oath of Nissa, we get to play just like generic creature hate cards. So, kill you. So, like, normal, traditional green Tron can't play Ethersworn Canonist because they don't have a way to find it. But because we're playing Oath of Nissa to enable our Planeswalkers anyways, we can find creature hate. Which is pretty great. I think Ancient Stirrings is going to get a ban. I think trying to predict what Wizards does with their ban list is like slamming your hand in a car door. It just leaves you with a bad feeling and not enjoying yourself. Let's just turn 3 Karn. We're on the draw, though. They mulligan. That's good for us. The Captain Magar, thanks for the great content. Upped the subtype. Thank you for the tier 2 sub. A reminder, my tier 2 subs get to bump a deck in the donation queue every month by 10 points. So take a peek in there and drop me a private message letting me know which deck you'd like to push up this month with your sub. I think Cathartic Reunion is much better. You just want to see more cards faster with Griselbrand. Gonna get remanded here and be real sad. Nope. Alright. Mind Power Plant Tower. Y'all ready for Karn? Karn Liberated, or as I like to call him, Stone Rain with Suspend. Karn's here and he's ready to liberate you from your lands. Karn's here and he's ready to liberate your lands. Or your Burrells, one of the two. We need Enlightened Tutor so we can get our oaths, right? Oh, you're about to be a very sad panda, opponent. Wait, if I... Nah, I'm just gonna... Let's see, I could Scrying this turn, but I drew a land anyways. It's a Concession Karn. I might be getting close to Concession Karn here. Concession Karn is my favorite Karn, chat. Well, I mean, it depends. Like, my goals while playing Magic are different than other people's goals while playing Magic by and large. Actually, that's not even necessarily true. Like, my goal while playing Magic isn't to be as competitive as possible. My goal while playing Magic is twofold. It's to have fun and it's to produce good content. And both of those things happen better by playing a variety of decks as opposed to just, like, playing the same decks over and over again. We're on the scoreboard, chat. All the 03 naysayers, get out of here. On the back of Aethersworn Canonist, we have been delivered. You were playing Jund Tracker last night. You seemed kind of on the fence about green, black, and modern in general. I don't enjoy playing decks in modern that don't get some amount of free wins. I think if I'm showing up to a turn, I think green, black is fun to play, like a lot of decks in modern, but I think if I'm going to show up to a tournament, I want to be able to look at my opening hand and go, yeah, they're fucking dead. It doesn't matter what they have. A non-zero amount of the time. Whatever deck I play at a tournament, if I'm traveling to play in a tournament, especially in a format like modern, I want to just have nut draws. And green, black, rock, Jund, those decks don't have those nut draws. Pretty easy mulligan here. The Nahiri deck has a lot of sweet stuff going on. I think I'm going to take another one here. Robbed Diesel with the $5 donation again. Scratch the memes. I'm here for the vocals. Hit the music, Jeff. I think this has to be a keep here. Scrying for a land, flip a 10-15 drop. Is there anything that embodies a Hogland stream more than scrying for your second land and seeing a 15 drop? I really feel like that really embodies us. Upping the democracy of Glittering Sihili because I need some good old-fashioned clunky creature combo to wash out the taste of Tron. Thanks for the support, Phoenix. How do you feel about Affinity? I borrowed the deck, turned on my LGS from a friend. I don't know. I feel like it's probably kind of medium. I feel like KCI is encouraging people to play more Artifact Hate, and like the primary game plan there is probably not quite good enough. Well, this is kind of awesome, right? I get to get this basic planes, and then I get to just go ahead and like Nahiri them off of this Blood Moon. How excited are you all to Nahiri them off of this Blood Moon? I am. I'm excited. Should I have gotten a forest there? Probably not. This Nahiri is about to be the nut, chat. And y'all were doubting the power of Tron, super friends. I would just like all the non-believers to show themselves out. I would like all the non-believers to show themselves out as we Nahiri this fucking Blood Moon off the table. Oh no. Oh no, that's a Rebel Master. So tower, mine, power plant. Rob Diesel with the $5 tips again. Jeff Moore music. Do 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 do. All right. Let's just get rid of that one for now. Next turn we'll have our Lord and Savior come down here. Chalice on 1's pretty annoying here. Well, I guess I eventually get to kill that with Karn. No, I'm pretty sure I just want to kill Rebel Master this turn. Pretty confident I just want to Karn Rebel Master this turn. But now they have to have, like, exactly a second Rebel Master. getting with this? It's probably just another Canopy, right? I guess I could get the Mana Confluence so I can guaranteed cast any walkers I draw. Yeah, I'm gonna grab the Mana Confluence. I would play Mardu Pyromancer because that deck gets a non-zero amount of free wins on the back of Blood Moon being a messed up card. But that's about it. I don't think Jeskai is good. I really agree. If you didn't read LSV's article on Channel Fireball yesterday, you should take a peek at it. I really agree with most of what he said there. I'm not playing these because there's a Chalice in play for people that are wondering. So there's a lot of stuff in LSV's article, but if you want to just skip to the modern part where he makes his generic assessments about the modern format, I agree with his generic assessments. Wurmcoil, Planeswalker. So next turn they can ship these into Karn and then we can still exile the Chalice. That's probably worthwhile. The version of Fairies that I like better, I really like the blue-red Fairies deck, but I'm also super biased because I just love that archetype. No, I definitely consume less Magic content than I once did. That's definitely the case. Yeah, I think we just keep plussing him for a short hot minute here. So Chandra. They can't redirect this to Karn anymore, which is great. Yeah, definitely, Captain. In fact, if you look in the queue, there's a dealer's choice that's coming towards the top. I've got that one flagged for blue-red Fairies. Oh, yeah, oh, yeah. Can we just appreciate this one here for a minute? What am I exiling? Am I exiling the Blood Moon or the Chalice? I'm probably exiling the Chalice, right? I want to exile the Chalice, I think. That's a spicy meatball. That's a spicy meatball. Now I'm gonna cast Oath of Nissa, and then it doesn't matter. Do I Sorin Chandra? Kino, thank you for the 4-month resubscription, a third of a year. Welcome back. Welcome back. Yeah, I kind of like Sorining a Goblin here. Just so, like, they can't pressure my Planeswalkers. Because, like, if I Sorin Chandra, they get the ability to kill one of my walkers. And I don't want them to kill my walkers. So, yeah, I think I want to Sorin a token. Like, now my boys live till next turn. If you haven't seen the deck list, it should be on your screen. If you're on mobile, you can type !deck in chat to get a link to the deck list there. Hopefully we find a Teferi or a Nahiri here soon. I think the one conclusion that LSV didn't reach correctly is that you can't metagame large modern tournaments. So, like, I think Jeskai in general just isn't good in modern. In my experience, Jeskai isn't very good in modern in general. Yeah, I should have done this first, probably. Oh, yeah. Was it good for you, opponent? It was fucking great for me. Plus Masorin. 7U. 7U. Alright. Slam him. New card. That one. Keep him. God bless you. Alright. Gobble her up. How do you feel about Hollowvine compared to Red-Black Hollowed One? I think the Red-Black Hollowed One deck has more longevity. I really don't like the Vengevine aspect. It feels clunky and awkward. That's fair. Me and my Teferi will cry by ourselves. To be fair, I think it's the least bad of the control decks that you could be playing. Is this a Wurmcoil out matchup? Wurmcoil's pretty bad against Ensnaring Bridge, right? Although Emrakul's pretty bad too. I guess this at least blocks Rebel Master tokens nicely. I think I want these. I think these sound like a good time. Mostly because I can. Mostly because I can. I probably want these Nature's Claims, right? At least some of them. It's awkward that they can't kill Chalice on one. It's a touch awkward that they can't kill Chalice on one. Actually, I'm going to board out 2 spheres and keep the Terrarions, because I'd like these to double filter for these, I think. Yeah, I like that the Red-Black Hollowvine deck can play through Graveyard Hate much better. The Blue-White Ideal deck seems reasonable, except against decks that have counter spells. I think you're a pretty big dog against counter spells. No, I think Chalice the one is actually very good against Tron. I could see Thragtusk over Wurmcoil. I could see that. It's easier to cast under Blood Moon too. Do I want this Ghost Quarter just for like Ghost Quartering myself in response to Blood Moon? Probably not. Let's run it like this. I really like having access to a lot of basic lands, which makes me lean towards preferring mono green Tron. You'll see even this build of Tron that we have here, that's kind of wacky. I fit 3 basic lands in 2. Yeah, this Chalice is really good. I think the people saying that they board out Chalice here don't understand what's good in this matchup. Chalice case is exhibit. Exhibit A, Chalice is very good. This is one of the decks that rewards you for having Chalice in your deck. Why does mono green Tron mulligan better than green black Tron? I don't think having a second color affects how well you mulligan at all. Oh, Mado. Oh, Mado. It's a shame we don't have our planes. Drawing the forest here is good though, because it means if we draw Sylvan Scrying, we can get our planes and nick the Blood Moon. I actually think it's kind of silly to imply that this card is worse than this card, because this is actually a card you can think about during deck building, whereas the only way you can play around Blood Moon during deck building is to just not play non-basics. So, I actually think this card is far more offensive than Chalice of the Void. Like, we're definitely playing a deck where Chalice of the Void is good against us, so, like, it doesn't feel good, but, like, there are far more decks that lose to Blood Moon than lose to Chalice of the Void, especially in Modern. In Legacy, it's probably pretty close, but Legacy's a really inbred, obnoxious format, so, like, I don't think that really counts. The big difference in my mind that makes Blood Moon more obnoxious than Chalice of the Void is that Blood Moon protects itself. Blood Moon is a card that turns off your opponent's lands and makes it so they can't cast their spells that would normally interact with Blood Moon. Whereas Chalice of the Void only shuts off a very small subset of the cards that can interact with it. Blood Moon goes, hey, you can't play Magic, and hey, you can't answer me so you can start playing Magic again. We're pretty dead here, right? I'll take one more draw at a thing. Robbed Diesel. Watch your stream for a long time. I owe you some bits. Thank you for the content. Looking forward to SCG Vegas. Also, check out this shovel. Digging, building up Hoglandia. Looking forward to Vegas too. Should be fun. Team events are a good time if you get a good team together. What are we doing, opponent? Maybe their internet connection got knocked out. Yeah, I guess Swag Dad's pretty good here. Yeah, flights to Vegas are cheap. Legacy being an inbred and obnoxious format. Sure. That's just the best way to like is just like show you. Hey, look. There's actually two. This I really hope this is Are they actually different data sources? No, this is they just had the same thing up here. So like Grixis Delver. Oh, 4-color control is missing. 4-color control is missing. So, like, there's a bunch of decks in Legacy that all play the same core of cards. And apparently the decks are so similar that Goldfish has named them the same archetype now, which is impressive. I'm actually going to just cut these Nature's Claims and board in more cards that I can cast while Chalice is on one. So, even though Legacy has more legal cards than Modern, there's actually less playable cards in Legacy than there are in Modern because the power level of the cards that see play push so many other cards out of the format. It's unfortunate that this isn't a sphere. If this was a sphere, I'd keep this, but this is just not keepable. Oh, would you look at that, chat? Tron. Get to bottom a Tron piece, because I don't need it. Easy game, easy life. Emrakul's in the sideboard, because our opponent's an ensnaring bridge deck. I'll have you know, I won a Modern challenge with Tron last year. I've cast plenty of Karns, thank you very much. Plenty o' cards. Pitch Spirit Guide, abrade your map. Eloyiv, I'm bad at usernames. Probably going to Vegas with the wife after looking at flights when you said they were dirt cheap. Thank you for the support. Awesome. And again, if you ever see me at an event, feel free to come up and say hello. I always love meeting people, shaking hands, signing Magic cards. It's basically cheap to get to Vegas from everywhere because Vegas subsidizes the flights. Because they want to get you to Vegas to spend your money there. Yep. Ever plan on streaming the challenges? I don't play the challenge events anymore. When I was playing the challenge events, my stream content was much less popular. And streaming challenge events is by and large bad content. Because there's so much downtime. Robbed with the $5 donation again. I hate Tron more, bingo. Oh no, not Blood Moon. How can we ever possibly win the game now? No, please stop. Please, opponent, mercy. Mercy, opponent, mercy. I will sign whatever cards you want me to sign. Anything and everything. I'm gonna bin this Sylvan Scrying. Nahiri's actually kind of sweet in this deck. Like, I know that this deck is like full stop meme, but like Nahiri actually helps you loot through bullshit, right? So like, it's not like she's doing something that you're not interested in doing. Like, you have a lot of air in Tron decks have a lot of air in them. Ooh, I found another piece of candy, chat. I found another piece of candy. Oh, baby. All right, we're 2-1. We're 2-1. 2-1, slow and steady, chat. People thought we were gonna 0-3. Oh, ye of little faith. We're 2-1. We beat Storm. Well on our way to a 3-2. Welcome to Thunderdome. Enjoy your stay. Nahiri is good against a lot of cards that are good against Tron. You are not wrong. Like Alpine Moon that's going to be coming out soon. As always, a friendly reminder, if you haven't watched all of this wonderful league where we are currently 2-1 with Tron Super Friends, it'll be up on my YouTube channel later today, youtube.com/Jeff Hoagland. Everything I stream gets posted there. If I handed you a graded Black Lotus to sign, would you sign it for me? Yeah, I mean, I would confirm that it's yours, but I would make sure there aren't security guards chasing you down. But yeah, I'll damage whatever cards you want me to damage. If you wanted me to damage really expensive cards, that's your prerogative. See, they'll ban Ancient Stirrings and you'll be fine, chat. You'll just get to play Oath of Nissa. Everything will be okay. Everything will be okay. You'll have Oath of Nissa. Fast Karn is really good against Valakut. This matchup probably pretty hard for us. We really don't have a lot of good tools here. Our Super Friends plan is not too good against their ramp plan. Although I guess Fast Nahiri could be okay. Turn 3 or 4 Tron in the play is your best start in this matchup, and it's not particularly close. I'm pretty sure this is a bad matchup for Tron in general, though. So I'm going to scry for a mine here. I'm actually going to go ahead and play Forest, though, I think, and play this other Oath of Nissa. Robbed Diesel with the $5 donation yet again. Found my favorite memer. Can you direct me to the best streamer? Put these donation towards whatever the Kool-Aid guy wants. The Vegas Open is the weekend before Thanksgiving. It's like November 17, 18 or something like that. Huh. That's actually interesting insight, Team Get There. You should just double plus to restart the game with Karn with some cards in play. Huh. I'm probably obligated to take Prismatic Omen off the table, though. I guess I can Nahiri and take Prismatic Omen off the table. Because with basic Forest in play, without the Prismatic Omen, they hopefully won't be able to do much next turn in terms of dealing damage with Valakut. Main deck Tireless Tracker. That's interesting. Whoa, do they not have... They don't have another land here. Huh. I definitely want to just kill this tracker, right? I guess I start with this and see what we find. I like playing a bunch of Horizon Canopies in this deck, though. This felt pretty good. Ugin. I guess I fucked up here. I should have cycled the star to start, and then I would have drawn Ugin and could have plus Ugin to kill. Yeah, wow, that's a big deal. It's actually a pretty big deal. Because then I'd have a Karn in my hand, and I'd have an Ugin on 9 right now, and we're getting Primeval Titaned. Yeah, wow. Wow, that's a really big mistake. It's a huge mistake. Because, like, now I'm going to have to use Ugin and down tick, because they're going to get Mountain Valakut here and kill the Karn. And I'm going to have to use Ugin down tick to 1, and then they're going to use Valakut to kill the Ugin. The person that submitted this deck originally had Oath of Teferi in it, and in an effort to try and actually win some games, I cut it for cards that did things. I think I'm supposed to do this rather than Teferi here. God, we'd be so far ahead right now if I would have sequenced that star correctly. I'd have been able to Karn their Valakut this turn, and this Ugin would be at 3. If we fade for a turn or two here, we get Teferi Wurmcoil going. That's scary. I guess I can tuck that if I want. Do I want to tuck that? Probably not. Let's do this and draw a card and see what we get. We could hit a card. Oh, geez, my Oath is gone. What happened to my Oath? Oh, I exiled it with Ugin. Oh, shit. Well, shit. It's fine. We're fine. We'll cast Wurmcoil. We'll have Teferi next turn. It's cool, chat. Calm down. Calm down. They're going to draw some bricks. We're going to kill them. Aw, man. Escape shift, kill you. All right. None of our mistakes mattered. None of our mistakes mattered. We're 2-2. Let's play the last one. And then we're going to get to some impromptu rating here, chat, in a minute. And get to some impromptu rating here in a minute. Thanks everyone for hanging out. Remember, Wednesday is my day that I generally wrap up my stream earlier than normal, so we're only going to do one more league after this one, and then I'll be done for the day. Robbed Diesel dominating the donation board this morning. Never mind, I'm in Vegas. Gamble these donations, please. Whatever, there will be more. Keep up the great content. I'm here from YouTube Landia. Hopefully this can be a Hallowed Fountain deck. We haven't found one of those yet. I think this is a keep. I need to go turn 1 star, turn 2 filter Oath of Nissa. It's now telling Swiper to stop swiping. The new Teferi is one of the better cards that's been printed in a very long time. He's very good. I'm cutting into my sleep time to see this meme. Oh no, don't take my Oath of Nissa. Oh no! Oh no! They're gonna take my Oath of Nissa, chat. Don't do it. Have a heart. How am I supposed to cast this Teferi if you take my Oath of Nissa? Oh no! Come on! Come on! Come on! Come on! Come on! Oh yeah, that's take. I'll take it. I'll take it, chat. That's better than missing. That's way better than missing. Oh, they don't have another land. Well, that's good. So you're saying there's a chance. Take a chance on me. Do 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 do. Be do 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 do. All right, here's the real question: do we map for a Tron piece or do we map for a Mana Confluence? It's probably Mana Confluence, right? So we can like cast Oath of Nissa and Sylvan Scrying if we draw it. I think it's I think we actually map for Mana Confluence here. One more land away from getting this Teferi going. Opponent's playing Infect. All right, well, we're dead. It's a good run, chat, but we ran out of steam here. Tried our best. We already cubed did that first thing this morning. Eulogy. I mean, if there's a next turn. I assume we're not getting a next turn. Zeratal with the 5-month resubscription. Thank you very much and welcome back. I appreciate it. Thanks for the continued support. Yep, it'll be up on YouTube. We're just dead here. I can technically exile the Rancor and not be dead on board, right? We can technically exile the Rancor and not be dead on board. Because if I exile the Stinger, the Rancor goes back to their hand and then the Ink Moth kills us. So by exiling this Rancor, we're technically only going to 9 poison next turn, assuming no pumps. But obviously we're dead to any pump spell here, but this is our line, so we'll take it. Kill me! Canonist is actually probably fine here, right? We have a bunch of cards to bring in. Trim all of our fun cards. Creature combo decks in Modern right now both lack efficient disruption and efficient win conditions. So the Ajani and the Elspeth are for when you don't want to just win a lot, you want to win a whole lot more. And just load up on the value walkers and get them. Modern's a format that's about generating tempo and using all of your mana efficiently every turn, and creature toolbox decks tend to be full of like really clunky 3 and 4 mana cards, which are just not, Modern is not a kind format for people trying to cast 3 and 4 mana cards. Had bits this week. It's okay, extras. I appreciate you anyways. I love toolbox decks too, and I've tried probably more toolbox decks in Modern than anyone. The creature toolbox decks are just not particularly good. It's on the front page of channelfireball.com. You will win a non-zero amount of games. I dream of an alternate reality where I can... Hot take. Pod won't be good in Modern and Survival might not be good in Legacy. I think there's a very real chance both those cards are too slow and fair for their respective formats. I guess Legacy tends to be a little bit on the slower side, so maybe Survival's fine there. I think Pod is actually probably too clunky for Modern at this point. Modern's just gotten, like, hyper efficient. Well, I think I'm keeping this. It's got a Ghost Quarter at least. I'm gonna bottom that because I'm gonna turn one Oath of Nissa. Full Metal, you should always take care of yourself first. Anything extra you have for here should just be that extra. I appreciate you just dropping into view. Any democracy you send to this stream should be from your fun money to make me do fun things. It shouldn't be from your I need to survive money. Maybe this buys us enough time to, like, get Karn and stuff going. That could potentially be really good. Oh, man. I liked my toys. Why would you take my toys away, opponent? Too much dog. Shank you for the bit. He can't earn subs if his viewers are dead. I mean, talking about things that are just factually correct, that's definitely factually correct. I'm a man of the people. I'd rather the people not starve. Speaking of not starving. Let's have a granola bar. Robbed with another $5. Cable, $100 versus Jeff, $5. I don't know what to do, Jeff. Add +5 to whoever sent those last bits. So you're saying you're a kind. It's really weird. I just, like, want people to have reasonable quality of lives. I think by air, they likely mean like blanks or cards that miss. And yeah, the number of like Dirtle like just drawing more cards in my deck that this deck is playing isn't that far off of what traditional Tron plays. Robbed a disc. Thank you for the muted chewing. Yep, I do what I can. I do what I can. Unfortunately, if I play Nahiri here, I have to put down Spatial Contortion, and I really don't want to put down Spatial Contortion, so I'm just going to go ahead and pass the turn here. That's not true. That's not true, Tumos. 19 to 20 lands are both typical depending on like what you're doing. Like I have an extra Horizon Canopy in this build, and Tron often has Relic of Progenitus, where I have the Terrarions, and like my Oath of Nissa would be Ancient Stirrings. So like our numbers are almost exactly the same. Canonist making sure they can't protect their thing there, which is nice. Unfortunately, Nahiri can't exile Phyrexian Crusader because it has protection from white. Yeah, it's weird when you cut Demonic Tutor how less consistent the deck becomes. Yeah, Stirrings just has too many misses. And, like, you have to balance, like, how many Oath of Nissa misses you have in the deck, basically, too. So, dead Denny Pump spell here. And again, I chose to attack with the Canonist as opposed to holding them back because they can't block anyways because protection from white. Alright, we're gonna do some... Y'all ready to raid? Y'all ready to raid some peaceful villages? Impromptu raid. Alright, I actually didn't have this one scheduled. Marty just bumped it, so let's get to the meme, shall we? The meme team Dream Street. I'm gonna look at the mana really quick here. And I need to tweet to get the people hyped in here. I need to get the people. Are you hype, chat? If you're not hype, you don't know what hype is. If you don't think this deck that we're about to play is sweet, then this stream is not for you. It's raid o'clock somewhere. Alright, let's think about what's going on here for a hot second. Look at all these fucking modern staples in our deck, too. Liege of the Tangle. Gaia's Revenge. Doomgape. Nothing but modern staples to see here, chat. Nothing but modern staples to see here. Alright, everybody look and think really hard about this deck list. This is something we need to make sure is perfect before we get cards for it. This looks like a well-tuned tier 1 deck list. I don't know what you mean. Oh, this looks great. I'm excited. All right, let's think. So we got Summoner's Packs. We've got... This deck's actually pretty well thought out here, huh? I like a lot of what's going on. The second basic planes is probably some nonsense. Oh, the mana base here is hot garbage. Let's fix the mana. Let's fix the mana. Hopefully